I'm gonna make this personal chat. I just came back home. It's 2:35 a.m. I was hanging out with my friend Oleg and Kevin. It's gonna be part of my video crew. Oleg's gonna be the editor, and Kevin's gonna be the uh, cinematographer or the actual guy with the camera recording, because he has a lot of experience with that. From an institution, an educational institution, on top of the self-taught, self-educated, simply out of the sheer of life experience. Once they finish their full feature film, I plan to maybe possibly give it like a little advertisement on my YouTube channel. I wanted to share with you the staple of my over the course of a month. I've been kind of, not necessarily every day, but I've been living on this. And all it is simply it's a 12-inch Blimpie sub that costs me $5.50 at this one local place. That's what they have, like a local special for that. It's pretty good. Like it's there's tremendous amount of value in it, and it's not extraordinarily unhealthy. The bread might be subject to debate, and the cold cuts of it and the cheese, but there's vegetables. And I'm going to be eating it on top of my. It's this little thing I have when I was doing door-to-door Verizon Fios sales, and what happens is it opens up, and there's some space there, and basically it's for me as a tool when I'm standing outside to do sales. And it's quite cheap. If I had to do it all over again, I would get something a little bit more professional. This was probably the cheapest one. And there's a calculator here that I could use, but not necessarily useful to me. There's no counting of anything. But it's simply a door-to-door sales tool, just in case you're unable to enter the home and sit down at a table. You can sit outside and do what you need to do. It will be my placemat, because I still have quite a mess here. I think I pretty much did sum up my taxes with my second business, with the exporting of the American products to the Russian market, and my profit was quite low, because I think I had a not so honest partner. It wasn't just me, I had a partner in this operation. I can't honestly call it even. I guess there were a tremendous amount of business elements, but there wasn't that type of I don't know. Maybe there was a lot of mistakes on my part, and there were a lot of mistakes on his part, but it did not go as smoothly as I would have hoped and expected it to go. And I have no shame or regret, or just happened. That's part of life. So tomorrow I'll do the taxes for my first business, Space Cigarette, and then just double check when just some of the few self-employment opportunities that I had that were not necessarily, I wouldn't necessarily classify them as a business. There was just simple opportunities that everybody today here can simply capitalize on. And I want to share some of my poetry that I wrote, and it's all dated. And examining all of my kind of documents and all these little things, I always keep a date. I've been kind of without real consciousness or conscious to it. I've been keeping an impeccable record of my life's events. It's something I'm quite proud of. You know, just something that I feel that it's one of those things that I have that some people don't have, and it's just, I guess, puts me at an advantage in society. I think, but even though everybody else could be doing it, but they're not, but I am. It's I don't know. It's all these little things in life. Whatever you work on, or whoever you work for, it's all these little things that really matter. that little extra effort, a little extra compassion, if you stay just a little tiny bit extra from work to finish a project or help a student or whatever it is that you're working, wherever it is that you're working. But we had like a small meeting with Oleg and Kevin about another opportunity that I might have shared. No, it went extraordinarily well. They're on target. They see like they're artists as well, just like me. It's just that they have different. Even though I don't know, I doubt that to consider myself an artist. I don't know. It's just I would imagine that you need such a I don't know. No, it's just one of those things. I guess you maybe find yourself in life doubting. Uh, but I don't know. Um, what was I gonna say? I think I lost my point in the train of thought. I'm just gonna eat this and go home. And I mean, I am home. I'm gonna eat this, go to bed, and then tomorrow just finish up. But everything is moving forwards the way I'm planning it to be. So there's no hiccups so far. And tomorrow I'll talk about some of the things that I've discovered in the process of organizing my finances that are of great importance to me. Having said that, everything is moving the way it's supposed to be moving, and you know, a part of me doing this, I wonder if anybody, if this is actually, I hope this is motivating people, whoever's watching this, to do better with your life. Set your standards higher. Set your ambition much, much higher than you originally thought before you began watching this video, or before you even got yourself into this channel and I guess me, the existence of me. Set your standards much higher. Set your expectations in life much higher. Too often, too many people set the bar lower for whatever reason. We have jerks in society that tell you you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, and that has a tremendous impact on the person, especially if it's said to a person at a young age. Yeah, that's nonsense. It's all rubbish, and whoever said that to you is a jerk. So everybody has the potential to do extraordinarily great things in life. I believe that. No matter what deck of cards they were dealt, everybody gets dealt different cards in life. Just what you do with those cards. We all have cards. If you're watching this, you have cards. I mean, there's people who, parts of Africa, are starving. There's no electricity, there's no internet, there's no computer, there's not a road, there's not a house, there's not a government, airplanes don't fly over, there's no helicopters, there's no Olympics. It's just them and their families sitting on the ground, starving, and some American or European or whatever organization set up there, giving them food, teaching them something. That's all it is. And then after them, they being taught something and they being fed, they go back to their home, which is outside, maybe a small tent, sit there with their family while their family think, I don't know what. Maybe they think how it was before, when they had a village, or they had some sort of a community where everything was working, and then all it took was just some bandits or some gangsters or some local militia bent on taking over and killing half the population for whatever reason. and destroying their way of life. Because before that, they were living somehow. These people didn't just magically appear like that on the floor, on the ground, in this arid desert, in some African area. No, they had a way of life, and someone came along and ruined it. Otherwise, they wouldn't have existed. How would they would have been able to manage to feed themselves for all this time? No, they had their ways. And I'll just end it there. I want to enjoy my food by myself. I'm gonna go to sleep. Anyways, everybody has extraordinary potential. Everybody has the potential to do whatever it is that they set themselves out to do, to whatever person they want to aspire to become. Everybody, no matter where you are, no matter who your family is, no matter if you have friends or you don't have friends, no matter if you don't even know anything, you can learn. Everybody learns. Just part of the process. I'm off.